Hello everyone, Excellent here, and today I want to show you the build which I'm playing right now. This is support character and this is Tactician Rarity Color or Rarity Aurabot if you can call it. And so in this video I'll show you everything through the gear, through the gems, through the passives and everything, how I made it up. And for now we basically changed a little bit everything from the last season, because last season I did Ritualist Aurabot. And why Tactician this season? Well, because it's just because of the buffs for the banner skills, and basically because of the passive tree, which gives present area of effect, and persistent buff have 50% less reservations, so we have plenty of spirit towards that. So first of all, maybe let's go over the items and what we're wearing and what kind of things we need to enable this kind of build. So this build is basically fully support for the main killers. We provide plenty of buffs and debuffs and auras for everyone. So let's go over the items first. So we are using Scepter. I think the Scepter with Grand Skill Malice is the best, because it gives critical weakness for the enemies in your presence. And critical weakness, it means that they will take more, not more, but increased critical hit chance. Also, we using 2 runes of Prima Talisman. For the allies in your presence have deal 60% increased damage. Then we have flat lightning, flat attack, physical damage. We have one more increased damage node. We have increased presence area of effect, and allies in your presence have 14% increased attack speed. So basically, this is just for our party. And as you can see, our presence radius is quite big. Let me just show you. Yeah, this one. As you can see, we cannot even see the end of our screen in here. So basically, it's really big. It's between 2 or 3 screens. I tried it in the whenever you're finishing the tower, and it zooms out your character. And well, basically, I just barely could see the end on there. So our presence is really huge. And for the helm, obviously choice the Alpha's Howl, unbeaten for the presence, and for, well, it gives 100% 100 spirit, also some cold resist, and most important, presence radius is doubled. So we are just basically enabling this build through this as well. Then next, what we actually need this build to work is Gravebind gloves. We do not care much about all the rest of the stat, just the 1 enemies in your presence killed by anyone count as being killed by you instead. So it means that if any monsters killed in our presence, which is huge, they are counted as killed by us. And because we are stacking rarity, at the moment we have 309 rarity. So because of we have this kind of rarity, it counts as monsters killed by us, and therefore that rarity is applied to those monsters. So moving on next, the rings, pretty much probably the one choice if you want to go to really high rarity is Anvarius Gold Ring. Basically, you need the higher increased rarity, double options, and then it gives downside of minus to all elemental resistances. So the lower the number of this one is better, but prices can go really steep. On another ring slot, we're using Calendar Search, so basically it just reflects another ring. On the amulet, it's pretty simple thing. What we're stacking here, the more rarity we can get, and some resistances, whatever you want to cover. And also we have increased global defenses because we're playing energy shield, so this boosts our energy shield as well. And we allocate Warlord Leader, and this gives allies in the present deal 40% increased damage and 40% increased presence area of effect. So this is the amulet. I'm using the focus. I know some people using shield and goes armor option. I decided to go for for the focus just because of energy shield, and on the focus basically you just want to get a bunch of resistances to cap up and with the highest energy shield possible. Moving on, next we using Warrior Invictus Grand Regalia with 5 sockets. It's maximum sockets that you can get, and this one gives plus 7% increased global defenses per socket filled, plus 7% to all elemental resistances per socket filled, and plus 9 spirit per socket filled. We are using resistance runes here because apparently right now this is bugged, and we put rabbit talismans for increased rarity, it doesn't count as the socket filled, so therefore it's really hard to cap out resistances or anything. As far as I know, it was forwarded to developers, but who knows whenever this will be fixed. So for now we are just using defense runes. Whenever they will be fixed, we should have much more rarity, but for now it is as it is. I mean, we can use rabbit talismans, but then there's no point to use those stats here because they just simply do not apply. And moving on, next, obviously Ingenuity, just to boost up the bonuses from both rings, and since it counts as we have 2 and various gold rings, it just basically boosts up the rarity and minus elemental resistances as well, so therefore we need plenty of resistance to be capped, as you can see right now. On the boots, it's simple thing. On the boots you just need to have as much as movement speed as you can get, rarity and resistances, and well, increase energy shield if you can get, because as I said, we're playing energy shield. We just want to have as much energy shield as we can get. And basically that's it. I didn't use any rarity charms yet, but you can add them, so it will give even more rarity. And for now, let's go over the skills and what we're using. So first of all, the Malice, obviously this comes from the Scepter, and it applies critical weakness to enemies, and it enables more critical hit chance for your allies to hit for those monsters. Then we have prolonged duration, so it have more skill effect duration, and we're using Strong Hearted for 50% less shock chance duration on you, just because I have plenty of spirit, and I mean I cannot even fully use my spirit, so that's why I'm using this. Next one is Blasphemy. Blasphemy is basically enabling curses, which will be monsters will be automatically cursed whenever they goes next to you. And here we're using Enfeeble, and Enfeeble is just curse makes targets deal 28% less damage. So basically all monsters around us deals 28% less damage for us and for our allies. Next one is Temporal Chains, and it just basically slows the targets down. Instead of those two, you can choose 2 of them. Instead of any of those, you can use Elemental Weakness as well if you want. It doesn't matter much, it just depends on the main carry of the party, whatever he prefers. Next, we're using Support Gems Magnified Area, so it will have increased area of effect. Then we're using Ritualistic Curse, so it will have increased area of effect as well. And Heightened Curse for supported curses have increased magnitude, so basically they work like enhanced. Next one, we're using Time of Need just to have blessings, and it just basically recovers a little bit of life, which we do not care much because we are using CI, we have only 1 HP, but main thing, it removes curses, elemental ailments on us. And here we're using Compressed Duration 2, so supported skills have less skill effect duration, so basically we have right now every 10.4 seconds we have a blessing which removes curses and elemental ailments. Then we're using Cannibalism, probably I do not even need this because it just recover life, and well, we do not need that because we do not play life version, so it doesn't matter. I was using it whenever I was playing with live version, but we transferred to CI, so we don't need that. Then we're using Warm Blooded, 50% less freeze duration on us, so it just helps to stay alive. And cool headed 50% less ignite duration, so basically we have 50% less ignite, freeze, and shock durations on us. Next we have lingering illusion, and on here is just basically whenever you dodge roll, it creates illusion of yourself, and whenever this illusion dies by the monsters in your map, you gain power charges, and those power charges are shared between all the allies in our party, in our presence. So this is power charge generator, and so using lingering illusion together with charge profusion, so supported skills have 30% chance to grant additional charge. So sometimes we can get even 3 charges because that's maximum, and those 3 power charges are shared between all our allies. Then I'm not using contagion at all. I just put it here just to show that our rarity is 309 right now. Then obviously we're using companion. I was just turned it off because it's just pretty noisy, you know. But this is probably best in slot. It's frozen mandibles, and you can get it by yourself if you want. It's in the interlude Ashen Forest, and you can find it there. All you care is basically that it has haste aura, and that's it. Others it doesn't really matter much. Also, don't forget to quality it up, so then it takes less spirit to reserve. And here we're using loyalty. 10% damage from hits is taken from supported companions live before you. Then using Brutus Brain, so our companion cannot be damaged, but also he doesn't deal any damage. So I'm not sure if those two work together or not. But however, I just put them because it lets me to put that. So I'm not sure yet, but even if this doesn't work, it still provides haste aura for us, as you can see, and for our allies. And next we use a magnified area, so his haste aura will have increased area of effect. Next one, banner. At the moment I'm using only one banner skill because I just figured out that probably is the best one just to have one, and others is not so significant as this. And this one basically it gives 25% more attack damage, 50% increased accuracy rating, and 25% increased attack speed. So we basically put banner on the ground. As you can see, our radius is pretty big, and every ally in our range here gets those bonuses from war banner. And for the support gems, we're using prolonged duration. So the skill, this radius like lasts longer than magnified area, so we basically have larger screen. Then the Restless Passion, supported skills require 50 less glory to use, so we can basically cast it faster. Then Refraction, supported banners apply retractive dissolution to enemies in the radius, so they give some elemental exposure based on our armor. It doesn't basically do much of that, but I mean there's nothing much I can put it here, so we're using this. And for the 5th slot, it's Expanse. So basically, support skills have 50% area of effect, so that's why our radius is quite big. Downside is have cooldown on 8 seconds, but anyway, even on cooldown, we are generating our war banner by the glory, and we just can cast it quite often. Next one is Mana Remnants. On Mana Remnants, it just basically whenever anybody kills the monsters, you get chance to find mana remnants on the ground. Whenever you pick them up, it heals your mana. So it's because our mana acts as another HP pool for us. I'll show you that in the passive tree. So on here we're using harmonic remnants, we're using remnant potency and clarity. If you want, you can use that support gem. I forgot the name of it. So it will actually, whenever we pick mana remnants, it will regenerate mana for our allies instead of us. So that is option. Right now I'm not using it, but definitely you can. Then Convalescence, and Convalescence basically, well, it's just our HP, not HP, energy shield heal thing. So basically with this one, you can heal your, you can start recharging your energy shield immediately, And on the support gems, we're using prolonged duration, we're using rapid casting, so we can basically cast this a little bit faster. Then cooldown recovery, so it will the cooldown of this skill will be way less. Then second wind, it increases cooldown recovery, but also we can use it 2 times. So basically, if you're mapping going somewhere and you see that your energy shield is dropping down, you use once. As you can see, if you see that you're still gonna die or something, you can use second time. So this is basically helps to stay alive. And the last is clarity with 50% increased mana regeneration rate. So this is acts as our second HP pool, as I told you before. So this is our skills which we are using right now. And right now, basically, I can show you the skill tree and the passives which we're using. So as I said, we're using Tactician this season, just because of the changes. And well, since I had Ritualist last season, I wanted something new. Obviously, we cannot get as much rarity as Ritualist on here, just because of we don't have third ring slot. But basically, with this one, we are making quite a lot of increased damage for our allies. So this is why I'm using this. So here we're using increased spirit, persistence buff have 50% less reservation, so we can use plenty of those spirit gems. Here increased presence area of effect, and allies in your presence gain attack damage equal to 25% of your main weapon main damage. Then banner skills have increased area of effect, and banners gain 5 glory per second. And 2 more points is basically increase armor and evasion, which we do not profit from that because we're using energy shield, and gain deflection of armor and so on. Since we have a little bit of armor, I mean, that's better than nothing, right? So we start right here. We basically taking all the points necessary, whatever you need. In this case, as you can see, I have plenty of intelligence nodes, just so we can run all our buffs and debuffs. So first wheel which we are taking is here, increased presence area of effect. All those 4 nodes here. Then we move up to the top. We taking some of the aura skills have increased magnitude, so basically they work more powerful. Then we're moving here just to take this node here for the jewel socket, and in jewel socket we're using 20% increased maximum energy shield and 24% increased presence area of effect, so we can boost our presence of area in this way. Other stats, I don't think so anything is pretty mandatory. You can get, like, as you can see, I have increased dexterity, but you can get whatever basically you want. Moving on, next we taking this small wheel here for all the energy shield nodes right here and increased movement speed. Then we taking some nodes right here for increased maximum energy shield. Once again, same story, we're stacking energy shield, so we need that. Here, energy shield as well. We take all those 3 nodes here for increased presence area of effect, so, and some increased spirit. Then we are taking mind over matter, which I mentioned before, all damage taken from mana before life. So this is how it works right now. Is basically whenever our shield drops to 0, only then our mana starts to go down, and basically then you know that you need to do something just to stay alive. So as I said, this counts as extra HP pool by almost 800. Next, another jewel socket. We taking corrupted blood cannot be inflicted on you, so this helps during mapping and so on. And also the same thing, increased maximum energy shield on this one. Then we moving in next, we taking all those 3 nodes for the increased energy shield from equipped focus. So because of those nodes we get plenty, like maybe 3000 energy shield, so it's like really needed. Then we moving next, we taking all those small nodes for the increased maximum energy shield. And we moving next, we taking Whispers of Doom, so you can apply additional curse. And so since we're using 2 curses, we can use those 2. Double activation delay of curse, it doesn't matter for us because they are active all the time, so we have no downside of this one. And moving on next, we've just basically rerouting through all of the plays. First of all, we taking jewel socket, same story, maximum energy shield, increased presence area of effect. Moving on down, we taking all the energy shield nodes here and some intelligence, so we boosting our ES. Down here, same thing, energy shield, energy shield, energy shield, and some intelligence nodes. Moving on next, increased area effect of curses, and increased area effect of curses as well. So basically our curses reach enemies way faster when mapping. They do not need to be really next to us. We have some range on that. Moving on next, we are taking all those nodes here for increased maximum energy shield. So this is another cluster of the points wherever we are using energy shield node, and it gives 25% reduced effect curses on you, which helps a little bit. Then we are taking conduit. If you would gain a charge, allies in your presence gain that charge instead, and this is basically for that power charge which we're using whenever we dodge roll, and this is how we generate and share our charges with our allies. Next, we are using our one more jewel with the same thing, energy shield and increased presence area of effect. And then we are taking this for CI, maximum life is 1, but you're immune to chaos damage and bleeding. So basically we do not care about capping chaos resistance, and we do not care about bleeding. That's why we are going full energy shield, and we do not care about the chaos damage, bleeding and stuff like that. So basically this is the tree which I'm playing right now. I'm not sure, maybe I'll do some adjustments overall, but for now this is what we have right now. As I said, biggest downside right now that options from Warrior Invictus doesn't count if you put Rabbit Talisman, so we're just waiting whenever it will be fixed. There is another option, you can use that unique armor which gives a 50% increased rarity. With that one you will have much more rarity, but as a downside you will have minus 20 movement speed, and I believe that in this case movement speed is way better than rarity, because with that armor you'll be really slow and it's really hard to catch up whenever playing together in a party. So this is why I went instead on to have more movement speed in here, just to basically catch up with anyone a little bit faster. So basically that's it. As I said once again, this cannot get as much rarity as Ritualist can, but this one provides much more damage bonuses than Ritualist can. So basically it's just more as damage support, also working as Aurabot with rarity. I know you can probably make over 300 rarity by yourself with some characters and zoom through maps as well, but this is not the point of this build. This build is fully support character, and this is this approach for that. So I think I mentioned most of the things. If I forgot anything, sorry about that, but for now basically that's it. And yeah, so if you like this kind of video, you can let me down in the comments down below. And for now that's it. So thanks for watching, stay chill, hit hard, and see you in the next one.